My name is Tamara. I'm 30 years old and I was diagnosed with endometriosis about 4 weeks ago.
If you've ever experienced menstrual pains so bad it affects your life, so excruciating that you've had to miss work and social events, women suffering from endometriosis across Australia are begging you to see a GP. In this segment, we dive deep into the life of Gold Coast videographer Tamara Fowle, who is a sufferer from the hormone disease endometriosis. Endometriosis is a degenerative reproductive system disorder and alongside cancer is one of the most common health problems affecting women of all ages. Approximately 1 in 10 Australian women suffer from endometriosis, and while each sufferer's endo story is different, the common factors include debilitating pain, a long-winded and complicated diagnosis, and finally, a question mark over whether the disease will return. For many women, including Miss Fowle, endometriosis is often untreated for years, with the belief that the pain is somewhat normal. Now, this is half the issue. The fact that women haven't and aren't talking about their bodies nearly enough causes not only a lack of awareness in the public, but also on the medical table.
For so long, I thought my periods were normal. I couldn't compare my periods really to anyone else.
One of the most critical challenges facing the endometriosis community is a lack of factual awareness, a challenge which keeps us largely mired in myths, misinformation, lengthy delays in diagnosis, poor treatments, and an incredible lack of support.
My GPs in the past just said, okay, well, let's just put you on, on the pill and to control your periods. So I felt like my GP took me seriously, which was a good thing. And something that I hadn't had in the past. And she said, okay, the first step is let's get you a blood test, STD check and have an ultrasound.
For women such as Tamara, the only way that endometriosis can be diagnosed and treated is through keyhole surgery. The surgery, which is simple in theory, is incredibly grueling for patients, and often they are left wondering both the severity and implications on the body and the endometriosis.
It's quite a serious procedure to have when you don't know if you actually have endometriosis. I had the laparoscopy done. I had the marina inserted, and that was probably about 4 weeks ago. I still feel like I walked away from that surgery not really completely understanding what endometriosis was and why I had it. Has it affected my fertility? I still don't know that, and I guess it's frustrating and it's concerning.
For women such as Tamara, help is on the way. Endometriosis Australia, which is a charity leading the way in endometriosis awareness, has just finished promoting the film Endo, which is a documentary highlighting the life-affecting symptoms of endometriosis. The film, which was just released last month, has already gathered awareness, with many public figures, including Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk, coming forward and telling their very own Endo story. Endometriosis Australia volunteer Jessie Hanley shares the charity's goals at a recent movie premiere at Event Cinemas, Brisbane City.
Our goal in mind is to create an environment where it is okay for women to talk about their bodies and where endometriosis isn't hushed under the table.
Ms. Fowle urges, through her story, for both genders to come together to help tackle endometriosis.
I want to create awareness. I want to get people talking about this. And not only women should know about this, but men should as well.
Endometriosis affects millions of women worldwide, inducing unimaginable pain and suffering. On average, it takes 7 to 9 years to diagnose. Once diagnosed, the treatment options for this disease are limited, not always effective and sometimes dangerous. There are few endo specialists, less than 100 worldwide, and very limited research funding, leaving women and their families to manage this disease on their own. Let's help these families. Create awareness. Talk about it. This has been Hayden Furness for Triple J News.